Welcome into the live stream. As always, at 6 p.m. London. Today is the first day in Chicago. We just landed yesterday night around 11:30 p.m. Got home and today is the first morning from our old office, and I am happy to have my stream from here. Kind of brings back some old memories from the time before we went to the valley and before we started all the networking processes. This is the room and the table where everything was starting, and all the great ideas were coming up and our communities were growing. So this is a very, very special place. Even though I am going back there on September 7th, I'll be here for 17 days now. And we have some plans for Chicago as well. It's not that we are not going to do anything here. Most likely, we are going to be holding some events here as well. We're going to see how the Chicago community is used to it or not. And if not, we'll try to make it a thing here as well, and teach people that networking and mutual, um, collaborations and businesses and help is something that helps everybody especially when there is a process of growth. So we'll see how that works. We're going to organize one or two events here in probably in the city, and see how many people shows up and who we meet, and also how is the crypto, Web3 space, how active it is in Chicago. So all that will be tested, but obviously once I go back there, everything will continue the way we used to do it before. So that is what I, obviously wanted to share with you guys today. And on Sundays, we usually don't have a lot of people, so I will make this live stream pretty short and answer questions of the participants if we have any. Olga, do we have any questions today?
Yeah, we have some questions. There are some questions in the chat, and the first question comes from Nikolai Borisov. Rafael, you have acquired many different contacts over the past time. How do you remember which of them agree to cooperate with us and we do not? Do you keep any lists?
Yes. First of all, there are not first of all, but there are a couple of things of how we keep track of the contacts that we met and people that we met. So, when we do our events, we have a special group in Telegram. It's called Business Networking Bay Area, and every time we have a certain amount of people joining the event, we pass the QR code on Telegram, and we, and everybody joins the group, and we already have around 250 people there in contacts, and that is the first thing how we know who attended our events and how many people we have there. Not everybody scans, but most of the people. So just on our own events, we've met over 250 people already, which is a pretty good result, even though we had about, I think, 17 or 20 our own events. So that's the stats that we got. And also we we make a lot of connections on LinkedIn and chat with people on LinkedIn as well. So when it comes to LinkedIn contacts and keeping track of what we have talked about with people, and what stage our conversation is at and what we're expecting, there are different tools that we use. So let's say, I don't want to call names of the apps on the live stream, but there are different apps where you can keep track of your conversations and the results, and you can also schedule your tasks of the follow-ups and the tasks that let's say you promised to do. And when we talk about tasks, we also have a sheet where we write down every all the tests that we're doing and the use cases, and how we help the company, what the company is expecting. So there's a very, a lot of tools to keep track of the information and the people you've met and people you talk to, and results of the conversations and meetings. So obviously we keep track of everything, and in future, if let's say we spoke to the person and he or she is not a good qualification for collaboration today, I've had many situations when after 4 or 5 months of the meeting, I would remember, oh, I met this person, and he was telling me that their company does this and that, and I just go to the app where I keep track everything and find this person and contact him or her. So the networking is the kind of process that not necessarily brings results today, this minute when you meet. This is the perfect scenario. But if that doesn't happen, you keep track of everybody, and then you have a lot of contacts that you can use, or they can use you whenever there's a good time. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. And the next one comes from Laura. Hi, Raphael. Where do you feel best? How are you feeling at home in Chicago? Do you miss the life-filled Silicon Valley?
It's a very interesting question. Well, it's different. My family's here, and my close, friends and relatives are here, and this is one side of coming back to Chicago, and then talking about business side. Obviously, from my point of view, the Bay Area mm, is better. Just because the way people think, the way people do business and work with each other, it's absolutely different from the business point of view. I love Chicago, and I definitely will be coming back to Chicago many times until everybody, all my close people are here. But from the business perspective, like I said, I believe, and I can definitely feel that San Francisco is the place where we got to be today. That's why I'm going back.
Thank you. Thank you. And the next question comes from Botagos, Kirina. Raphael, what about the future guests in live stream? Who would be they?
Future guests on live streams. Well, we constantly invite and talk to people and invite them to live streams from time to, since we have started doing that until today, I can see a huge progress because if you remember, we were starting from only newer startups from the area, from the valley, and just people that we meet. And within like 4 months, even less than, we started doing live streams. We already have pretty famous influencers and people representing big companies like Parsec, let's say, that have been to our live stream. And it's very surprising for me. Again, this is the mentality of the valley that no matter how big your company is, how successful you are, it does not mean that you um, are not going to talk to companies that are smaller than you. If you compare this mentality to Chicago, let's say, that would be different, but over there it's I don't want to say that, but I can't find another words. It would be stupid not to talk to smaller companies, because you never know what this smaller company will become tomorrow. So everybody networks with each other, everybody shares good ideas and helps each other. And if I know someone that can be helpful to another person, I'm not going to hide that and keep it in my contacts. I will share. So sharing and learning and giving feedbacks to each other and helping to grow your network community, and do as many introductions to some people that like I said, might be helpful for your business, is a must. That every businessman and even just the person that works in the company does, on that side in San Francisco. And this is what I really like. So everybody's very open and is ready to help if you need help. So That would be the best answer, I think.
Thank you.
Um, since I had my the beginning of the stream shorter than last time because of the lack of news. Basically, we just flew. If we have more questions, I can answer one more question today.
Yeah, I see another question from Laura. This question is one moment, whether you will do events in Chicago now, or you will just view the work done and put everything in order.
No, like I said in the beginning of the live stream, we're most likely going to try to do the events here and see how people react because people are a little different, and we just want to test out and see how big the Web3 space is and how many people are going to show up and how many people are going to be interested in this. So it's more of a testing mode. So we'll do it and then see what the result is, and then depending on that, we'll either keep doing that or not. And also, I think Anne is going to be visiting Chicago soon as well, and we might. I'm going to be in San Francisco already, but maybe Arthur and Max are going to meet with her, and we're gonna meet with families and organize something quick as well. So we'll see. But yeah, we will try to keep doing that. We will try to do the events here in Chicago, and I will definitely continue doing them on a weekly basis in San Francisco, and also attending all the other ones that we see. I also already registered on one of the pitch events that are live, and thank God that live events are coming back after summer. Everybody's coming back from vacations and family trips and stuff, and people are organizing a lot more offline pitch events with angel investors and funds as well. So can't wait to go back and pitch live because this is something that I like to do a lot more than doing it from the computer. It's just, the atmosphere is a lot different when you have 100 people in front of you and you're standing and pitching and you can answer questions after your pitch right away, face to face. And it's a lot different than if you're texting or if you're being on Zoom or Skype. It's just my thing. It's just how I feel. Some people like digital conversations more than offline, and I'm more of an offline person. So I'm sure that will give us some more results on the pitches on the fundraising process as well. Thank you guys for your questions today. We will be wrapping up today's live already, and on next Wednesday, as always, we are having the live stream at 6 p.m. London with me, and I also want to thank Olga and Lena for the live stream, and I will see you guys on Wednesday at 6 p.m. London, and we're going to talk about some more things and answer some more questions, and also the reminder, our next game in Nigeria is scheduled for, I believe, September 7th, that we're sponsoring and organizing as well. So can't wait on that. We're going to have some more content and more news. This would be our, I think, third or fourth game already in Africa. So I'm very, very proud of the community and what we're doing. Let's keep it up. Thank you and have a great weekend, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you. See you on Wednesday.